Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it. And there's a lot to talk about, as always, and I'm still trying to catch up from the time off I took. So there's still people waiting on me. There's still some people waiting on me about some music stuff. I didn't forget you. I'm getting there. So anyway, I'm going to start with what everyone is talking about, which is the officer-involved shooting in Pittsfield. And we're going to know a lot more soon, I'm assuming. So, look, there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot going on. I've seen interviews with the family, and all I can say is it's an absolute tragedy. It's a tragedy that this young man had to lose his life. And, you know, I don't know. I only know what little bit of information is out there. What I can say on this issue, or at least that I feel comfortable saying, is I can't believe in the year 2022 that our Pittsfield Police Department does not have body cameras. This has been something that has been discussed for years, and I can't believe we are not implementing that. The value of cameras is, you know, it's not to monitor the police every minute of the day. I believe the way that works anyways is the camera goes on when they engage with a call. It's not recording them their entire shift. 2, every call that goes good, which is the majority of all calls, that video now becomes training video. When you have, here's what a scenario looks like when everything's done properly. I mean, the value of the video. And then in the rare situations where things go wrong, it tells a story and clears anybody who is, if somebody is being falsely accused, or puts blame where blame is due if somebody did something wrong. I mean, it's just crazy that we do not have cameras. And I hope that becomes something that is really pushed out of this. Body cameras have to happen for the Pittsfield Police Department. As far as what happened in that particular situation, like I said, I only know what everybody else knows, which is very little. So I'm not going to speculate, but I am, like everyone, anxious to find out what the investigation reveals. So that's it on that. And speaking of that, the district attorney's office is up for election this year, as most of you know. And right now we have 3 candidates. Well, 2, because the incumbent, District Attorney Andrea Harrington, hasn't, as far as I know, I don't think she's officially announced her re-election bid. I'm certain she is running, unless something strange happens, but I don't think she's made it official yet. So Bobby Sullivan is running as an independent, unaffiliated, and Tim Shagru is running as a Democrat. So as it stands, it looks like there's going to be 3 people. So that will start to heat up, and maybe more will come in. We haven't heard from Judy Knight yet on exactly what she's doing. So I did an interview with Bobby Sullivan. I'll be doing another one with him. I have Tim Shagru coming on in the next few days. And discussing his campaign and where all that is. So I'm excited about that as well. State Rep Trisha Farley has a challenger, a Republican challenger this year. So I don't have her name yet. I should. I know it's out there. She's announced it. I'm going to reach out to whoever I need to on that to get her information and see if she wants to come on. The situation with SROs, school resource officers, the consultant team that the city brought in is saying that overwhelmingly the residents of Pittsfield do not want SROs in our schools, that they want to eliminate the program in all the schools now. And they used Worcester. I heard Worcester used as an example that they eliminated their school resource officer program this past year, which is true. But what they failed to say is it was replaced with another program. It implemented another program. It still involves officers, and they didn't tell the whole story on that. So I'm all for making tweaks and changes if we need to, but I think any public dwelling that has that many people in it in a public space, you have to have some kind of security in there somewhere. And if it's not a police officer, then there has to be some kind of security on site, I would think. There was my whole life in school. I don't know. So there's that. I'll be talking more about that. A good one to talk to about that is also Karen Kalinowski, but I'm open to all points of view on that, and I want to continue that discussion. I was shocked that the consultant team said that the residents overwhelmingly said no to SROs. And I saw the petition going around with thousands of signatures, so I'm not seeing that, but we will dig deeper into that one. Bird e-scooters is coming to Pittsfield. Ricardo Morales, the director or commissioner of public works, announced that. I've Googled, all you got to do is Google Bird e-scooters. Well, their Yelp rating is a 1. There's a problem with them all over the country in cities and communities where the program is not really working out. These things are ending up in rivers, parking lots, people's yards, tossed everywhere. Just Google it. It's a common problem. And I don't know. I think it's kind of a ridiculous program to bring to Pittsfield. I would have been more happy to see, hey, they're going to try some kind of pilot program with a local shop like a Plains or someplace like that, and maybe have some kind of bicycles that they would be renting, e-bikes or something like that kind of fit our geography here and the whole thing. But no, these are scooters, little e-scooters that are going to be rentals, and they're pretty expensive. So we'll see how that works out. Maybe I don't want to be negative, because if you say anything here like that doesn't sound like it's a good idea, then people, oh, you're being a naysayer. So then you get all the negative crap. Well, I don't see you doing anything. So let's see how that works out. I think it's comical. I could be wrong. I could walk out my door next week and I'm going to see people on little e-scooters all over the place. And it'll be just the new thing. I've seen that South Park episode. Potholes, again, don't complain about potholes. Every year, the mayor will go on the radio and laugh at you if you complain. Oh, but you take a road like Tamarack Road, that's not a pothole. That road is borderline, and I know they announced that it's getting paved this year, but that road is borderline. It should be closed. It's disintegrating. It has claimed a lot of vehicles this year, including mine. I was dumb enough to continue traveling on it and lost a tie rod and some other things. It's really almost impassable. So if they're going to fix it, it needs to be done soon. That's not a pothole or potholes. It is disintegrated. And that's years and years and years of neglect and people complaining for years. So now people like myself are getting upset because it's done $1,100 worth of damage to my vehicle. So, all right. And that's one of quite a few roads like that. So that is it for now. I'll be back with Tim Shagru in the probably next few days to a week or so. I've got a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to talk to Karen Kalinowski, who's our at-large Pittsfield City Councilor. And I'd like to talk to her about the SROs also, because she was a school resource officer. And a few other things. So, all right, that's it for now. Everyone, have a good day. Take care of yourself. Be kind to each other. And I'll catch y'all in the next day or two.